Tonight, let's think about something quiet but powerful, something that lives inside all of us. It's the way we see ourselves, and the gentle trust we slowly build with our own mind and heart. Confidence isn't about being perfect, and it isn't about having all the answers. Real confidence is something softer than that, closer to a quiet trust that you can handle whatever comes your way, even when things feel uncertain. Think for a moment about a time when you felt truly sure of yourself, even if it was something small. Maybe you solved a problem, or said something kind to a friend who needed it. That quiet feeling of having shown up for yourself is the seed from which real confidence grows. Many of us carry an inner voice that can be a little too harsh. It points out our mistakes before we've even finished making them, and compares us to some imaginary version of ourselves. But this voice isn't the truth, it's simply a habit, and habits can slowly change. Self-belief grows the same way trust grows between two people, slowly, through small moments and little promises kept. You wouldn't expect a friendship to deepen overnight, and the relationship with yourself works the same way. Every time you keep a small promise to yourself, even something as simple as resting when you said you would, you're quietly building a foundation. One small moment, layered carefully on top of another, becomes something strong enough to hold you on harder days. It also helps to remember that trust, once broken, can still be rebuilt. If you've been hard on yourself for a long time, that's okay. The relationship with yourself can begin again, gently, starting tonight, with no need to fix everything at once. Confidence doesn't mean the complete absence of fear. Some of the most confident people still feel nervous before trying something new. The difference is they don't let that fear stop them, they feel it, acknowledge it, and take a small step forward anyway. Think about how a plant grows. It doesn't grow because every condition is perfect, but slowly, a little every day, even through storms. Underneath the surface, roots are quietly growing stronger, and your own confidence grows in much the same hidden way. Even on days when you don't feel confident, something is still growing underneath. Every experience, even the difficult ones, becomes part of that slow and steady growth, even if you only notice it much later. Mistakes aren't proof that you're not good enough, they're proof that you're trying. Anyone you admire, anyone who seems confident and capable, didn't get there by avoiding mistakes. They got there by making them, learning gently, and continuing forward. The path towards self-belief isn't a straight line. It has curves, pauses, and sometimes steps backward. But every part of that winding path is still part of the journey toward trusting yourself a little more. Sometimes the smallest moments carry the most meaning. Speaking up when you usually stay quiet, trying something new even if it doesn't go perfectly, saying no to something that doesn't feel right, even when that feels uncomfortable. These quiet moments might seem ordinary from the outside. But on the inside, they represent a gentle decision to trust yourself a little more than the day before. Over time, these small decisions add up to something that feels like real confidence. Confidence isn't fixed, it changes from day to day, sometimes even hour to hour. You might feel completely sure of yourself in one moment, and uncertain in the next, and that shift is simply part of being human. It isn't about staying at the top all the time. It's about being gentle with yourself during the moments you feel less sure, trusting that those feelings, like clouds passing in front of the moon, will eventually pass. One of the kindest things you can do for yourself is to talk to yourself the way you'd talk to someone you love. If a close friend felt unsure, you wouldn't criticize them harshly, you'd remind them gently of their strengths. Try offering yourself that same kindness. Notice when your inner voice becomes too critical, and gently soften it, the way you'd soften your tone with someone you care about. Confidence also grows when you focus on what you can control, rather than what you can't. You can't control how others see you, or every outcome. But you can control your effort, your honesty, and your willingness to keep trying. When you focus on these things, confidence becomes less about proving something to others. It becomes about staying true to who you really are, which feels lighter and far more sustainable over time. It's easy to fall into comparing yourself to other people, especially those who seem more confident or more sure of their path. But what we see from the outside is rarely the whole story. Everyone carries quiet doubts, even the people who seem to have it all figured out. The only fair comparison is between who you were yesterday and who you are tonight. Small, quiet progress counts, even when no one else can see it. And often, the people who seem the most steady are simply the ones who kept going anyway. There's a quiet kind of strength in simply continuing. Showing up again tomorrow, even after a hard day. Trying again, even after something didn't go as planned. This kind of persistence doesn't need to be loud, it can be calm and steady. As you lie here now, think of one small thing you did recently that took a little courage, even if it felt tiny at the time. Maybe you spoke up about something that mattered, or simply kept going on a hard day. Whatever that moment was, let yourself acknowledge it quietly. Even small acts of courage deserve to be noticed, especially by the person who lived through them. You don't need to become a different person to feel more confident. You simply need to keep building that quiet trust with yourself, one small moment at a time. Every act of kindness toward yourself adds another gentle layer. Tonight, as you drift toward sleep, let go of the need to be perfect. Let go of comparisons, and let go of that harsh inner voice. Simply remind yourself that you are doing your best, and that this is enough for today. Tomorrow will bring another quiet chance to take one more small step forward. Growth rarely happens all at once, it's built slowly, night after night, through moments just like this one. Rest well tonight, knowing that confidence isn't something you either have or don't have. It's something you build quietly and patiently, one calm moment after another, even in ways you might not notice right now.